become far?
Just 3 miles.
3 miles?
3 miles, Walkington, yeah.
What do you think will be the outcome of today then? Is it getting these to declare a climate emergency? Is that what it is?
Yes, yeah. Well, I'm a little bit sceptical because although this council has made the right noises, they haven't actually acted to carry out, the intentions that they've said they would, because they've continued to support the oil drilling at Rastlin at West Newton. And it seems to me there are two parallel universes going at the moment. Everybody's telling us that the oil and the plastics is going to do for us if we don't sort out our problems, with the climate and the earth. On the other hand, politicians are continuing to support people drilling for oil.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? That's what we can't get our head around as well. I mean, they're declaring a climate emergency, and then they're getting all excited when they're finding, that find the other day, 73, the hydrocarbon find down at West Newton.
Yeah, supposedly.
And then also, if these are making all the right noises, these were the ones who implemented the road closure along with the police, weren't they? To stop any form of protest.
Yeah, that's right. Well, that's unacceptable because there has been cases and companies like Ineos and so on have tried to get injunctions and they've been thrown out eventually on appeal. And we do have the right to slow walk vehicles, we do have the right to protest, and human rights legislation says we should be supported by the police to protest, but they're not doing that, and I think it's really wrong. And the other thing is if somebody doesn't stand up to act to save our climate, it's our children that will suffer, it's the people that will suffer. I mean, to me, it's the wildlife. I mean, I'm particularly interested in wildlife, and wildlife and unborn children can't speak, and somebody needs to stand up and speak so that somebody actually does something and takes some action, instead of just saying, well, by 2050 it'll all be gone. I can't believe that. I'll only believe that when it's backed by action.
Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant. Nice one, thank you.
Okay. Renewables and build back as a future economy for this area, to be honest.
Are they not already doing enough?
I don't think there are. I think if you look at things like the Paris Accord, the climate agreement that the government signed up to, we've missed all our targets already. I think every local council has a responsibility.
Rather than continuing to say, they're not fracking in West Newton, but you continue to be there. Why is that?
I'd agree with them. They're not fracking in terms of high volume hydraulic fracturing. What they are doing, though, is they're drilling a well 2 kilometres into the ground. They're planning to use up to 18 tonnes of hydrochloric acid. It's a process that they call stimulation, but effectively it's destroying geology in order to extract fossil fuels.
Is it down to the council to tackle climate change? Shouldn't it be, the general public who should be, getting this message across to?
I'll be honest, I think we all need to work together. I think the council hopefully will take the first step today in declaring a climate crisis or a climate emergency, but they need to have a citizens' assembly. They need to work with the local public to actually make this issue real and actually make a big difference.
What exactly is a climate emergency? What does that mean?
What does it mean? In simple terms, people are talking lots of different ways about the climate emergency, that we're facing extinction as humanity, as a species. What it means is that really, if you look at the science, in 12 years' time, we're going to get to the point that we can't go back from, that it's going to have a negative effect on health, it's going to have a negative effect on weather patterns, it's going to create mass migration. So if you don't do something about it now, kind of negate that flow, in 12 years' time, we are going to be in a position to go back to it.
And a demonstration like this, is that needed? Is that warranted today?
I think so. You're here. It's important that we get our message out to the wider public. It's very easy for people to just go to work every day, they've got mortgages to pay, but we need to keep this in public attention because this is a serious issue. Rattling Energy are talking about building a whole another set of pads in this area now they've found this discovery, so it's a gateway to gas fields, it's industrialisation of the countryside.
It's great to see people who care enough, who understand that when people as great and grand as the UN's best experts on climate give us less than 12 years to take action. It's not a time for business as usual. If we don't take action, the collapse of our civilizations and the extinction of much of the natural world is on the horizon. This is not a casual exercise, this is an emergency. I came to this very late. I guess 99% of everybody here knew about the climate emergency before me. I love data. So one day some guy said, look, idiot, go and do some research. So I did. Every little stone I turned, I didn't like what I found underneath it. It's so necessary that people speak the truth when they talk about what's actually happening, what we need to do, and how quickly we need to do it. 12 years is already too late. That was last year, they said, 12 years. If we reach the tipping point, this discussion will be academic. So we have this time, and I think our biggest challenge, why I'm so pleased to see so many here, our biggest challenge is to convince people that this is important, that this is not fake news. Everybody here on all social media will have come across trolls, no doubt. I get them daily in boatloads, but they are convinced that I am talking rubbish. I certainly used to. I think I'm getting a little better at it, but the problem is getting people to realise not only how important it is, but how urgent it is. That's the bit that had escaped me for years. So now, this, you understand, this is a joint motion that I'm putting forward to Council today. It's joint with the Lib Dems. I absolutely take my hat off to them. Linda especially, Councillor Linda Johnson, brilliant in this. Because I said this is something that won't wait. I have to do it as the first thing I do at Council. And Lib Dem said, well, we were going to do that. So can we just have a cup of coffee and sort out what we're going to say? They said yes immediately, so that's how difficult it was. So if we can achieve that in half an hour inside that building, then we can do so much. Don't want to take all your time, but there's so many things that we could be focusing on. We need to know, first of all, exactly how bad we are. What is our contribution? What is our carbon footprint? I guess it's going to be worse than we think it is. So we already know that we need to do things. We need to get the low-hanging fruit first. We need to make a difference. We need to get people on side. We need to realise I'm not a hippie, I'm not a commie, I'm an engineer, and I'm terrified. And it's as simple as that. We need some action, we need it now. Thank you very, very much for turning out.